Yeah, just look up in the sky. You'll see why in a minute. I'll tell you why. Look in the sky for a reason why. Why am I depressed and why at night do I cry? There's so many questions with so few answers, like why did some children get cancers? Why are some parents abusers and some are users? Others are takers. Takers of lives that aren't theirs to steal, like Brian and his steel knives and how he stole meals from my soul. He added fire to the coal. He kept adding fuel and had nowhere to go. I feel like I'm going to explode and implode. I have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, and I find hope I'm stuck with a broken nose, cut arms, and stomped toes. Could never enjoy my shows, always had to watch what he shows. Why did you taint my soul? Make me want to bash my skull against a metal pole, blood-sucking asshole. I am lost in this world with no map or compass to show me the path of the flow of the river of life. My heart flickered like weak candlelight, almost blown out when I hung myself at night. Couldn't stop thinking of how you'd fight. How'd you like to light it and burn my fingers? What a sight, motherfucking death right to kill you or watch you executed. Sit back and laugh as you're electrocuted, mouth frothing with power coursing through you. What, you don't like the feeling, do you? You don't like the feeling of truth, of the power you deserve to run through you. Now welcome to hell and state your name and crime. I'm Brian Lane, abuser, best of my kind. The demons halt, step back, and can't find the power to face the demonic soul. They cry, finally, master your home. I've hidden my heart away and stashed it. Brian came along, smashed it, and smiled. Fantastic! Then he grabbed a basket, opened it, and I looked in, and it was a basket full of sin, with hell's secrets within. He dumped it into my gaping chest, and let Satan do the rest. Came back in the morning with a spring in his step, asked me how I was doing, and if I forgave him yet. I told him to invest in a machine to remove his chest and have a heart placed in jest. Told him I was obsessed with death. Grabbed him by the neck, shook him till change left his pocket. Stabbed him in the arm socket, grabbed a Glock, cocked it. Cracked the hammer and he lost it. Picked up the change, said thanks for the nickels, dimes, and quarters. Then I placed 2 quarters over his eyes while he's still alive. Now he can't walk with a bullet in his face and stabbed in the armpit. He's unfit. He's gonna quit like everything else he did except the abuse he hid from my parents and did behind shut doors. Treated me like a $5 whore and beat me like a prisoner of war. Waterboard, yes. Strangled, of course. Beat and mangled, duh. What do you think the PTSD is from? Why do you think I need DBT? Need therapy at least twice a week. Help me live my life in a manner I seek. Like a geek, I do my own thing. I'm working toward a life worth living. There are days when I want to forgive him, envied him for the power of the position he was in, try to put it all behind me and live life shooting for heaven, but I can never commit to forgetting about how upsetting of a childhood it was. Sometimes I feel like I'm a cancer patient that lived. Not saying I know that sort of pain, but that I overcame and survived all the same. But then I look at the aspects in my life that are still weighing, still need praying, because now I'm paranoid. I'm as trusting as an invading alienoid. There are times when I say, okay, let it go, but I end up getting so annoyed with him, trying to pretend like it never happened, because I'll always remember the burning, the punching, and how it ended. I laid him out twice, first tackling, next ducking and grappling, put him on the floor, and then from that day on I was king. And all of a sudden he was sorry, nearly started begging. Please forgive me, I have a mental disease. Oh, will you please come to me and Kat's wedding? Yeah, like I'm gonna be best man to my abuser at his wedding, are you kidding? Probably honeymoon begging on the streets for money for tattoos. Why don't you just start getting piercings too? You're a fool who tries to use me as a tool, and I'm not gonna unscrew your craziness, nor am I gonna interact with your laziness. My life has a haziness, a slight phrasiness when it comes to my life's path. Step back and I light the lantern with a match, and I'm not gonna let you catch the gas in your brain of light to burn out the sights that plague us at night. It's not just you who lives in fright, it's me. That's not alright. I'm no Superman at all, not even a good man, I'm small. Not answering my brother's call when I know he's suicidal. But he pushed me through violent trials, and I could have filled 5 vials of blood that I spilled on my own and through his violent smiles. I cried 1,000 miles in a short while. Only 9 years, living with tears mixed with fear. You fucking asshole, you ruined my life, I can barely hold anything dear. Near to my heart, your smile looks like you think you're fucking smart, when really everyone wants you to expire quickly. Leave this world quietly in the back of an alley, flopping in the dirty blood, staining the dirty mud, that I cry for it to be blessed from above, for holding the blood of the black dove. The sky opens, rips in two, the matter spews up into space in the space of a few seconds, and my life finally welcomes a God-given miracle. It's a spherical prison for his evil spirit to travel to be imprisoned, struggling like me, and eventually wither and shake like a writhing snake. Yeah, your life was a fucking mistake.